Jesus said, let me tell you a story. Let me tell you about a story about two that was beat down on the side of the road. And two professing religious men walked on the other side of the road and left him there to bleed out. The one who hated him, a Samaritan, stopped, cared for the man, stopped his bleeding, took him to an inn, and paid the innkeeper enough money for this man to stay there until he was healed. How many religious people that you know?
I mean, you can give it to me in the
Are crappy? A lot.
Right. This is for them. When children are being murdered, we want them to see that they have their eyes turned. They are not doing what Jesus commanded. They're walking right on by when things are being done in their midst and they don't care. This sign is for them. This sign is for the unbelievers. This sign is saying this is what we did. We dehumanized human beings so that we could own them and rape them and torture them.
So you're claiming then that abortion is dehumanized?
It is. Why do women who get abortions, they say it's just a fetus? It's not a human, it's just a fetus, it's not a baby, I can do whatever I want to, it's my body. It's the same thing as the slaveholders say. It's my slave, who are you to tell me what to do with it? It's my plantation, my prerogative, I'll do whatever I want. So then you have the three-fifths compromise written into our Constitution saying, well, we're not even going to treat them as human. They need us. That's what they said. The black man needs us because they're not as smart. If we were to leave the black man alone, they wouldn't be able to care for themselves. What we do with the fetus today, well, he can't care for himself, so we can kill him. They can't live on their own, so we can kill him. It's not quite a human.
I'm trying to think about how to phrase this question.
No, please.
So then at the point of conception, abortion is legal.
Why? Why would I say that? No, but seriously, why would I say that?
Because I think it's a question about when Jesus breathes life into.
So he did that once. He did that once.
The power to do that. So then does he
Yeah.
not do that anymore?
No. We are woven together in the womb, and he's got his umbilical cord, the ability to breathe in the womb. That's how we breathe in the womb. We're not ever without breath. We're developing lungs, we're developing these things. This is how we were created to grow and mature. So, if I say that at conception, you have a brand new human being with its own DNA, nothing else was ever added to that brand new human being. It's got all its body parts. You actually have all your eggs at conception that you're ever going to have in your life.
Right.
Right? Nothing is ever added. It's kind of weird, but it's really true.
Yeah, I know.
So
That was a really weird thing.
I know, but what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that nothing is ever added to that creation.
Right.
So if nothing is ever added, it's always a human being from the point of conception to the point of natural death. You've got a brand new human being.
Well, except a lot of things are added.
What?
Time.
It just matures. Different stages of maturity. That's why when a child is born, they continue to mature. They continue to grow. They have the ability to stand and walk. They grow the ability to talk. They grow the ability to do all these different things. We're not like we're evolving from the point of conception until we're 35 years old when we're actually fully developed.
So then is birth control a part of this?
Yeah.
So then is birth control included in your anti-abortion spiel?
So birth control is included because it's actually it's an abortifacient, is what I'm trying to say. It's an abortifacient. What it does,
but
what it primarily
never
does.
meets the egg. So
No,
there's no
that is
protection.
one. So that's one way that it works. Now listen me out.
Well,
You can go
hang
check
on.
me. You can go check me on this.
Oh, sorry. I thought my group left. Is what I was.
Sorry. So that's one way that it works. It stops the sperm from reaching the egg. But another way that it works, and the primary way that it works, is that after that egg, after that blastocyst makes its way down and attaches itself in the uterus, that's the way what's supposed to happen. But what the drug does is it stops that baby from attaching to the uterus, and it starves it to death. They can thickens the wall. Why would it thicken the wall if the baby was already dead, or if it didn't allow the sperm to reach the egg? Why would it thicken the wall? That's the primary purpose of the birth control pill. It murders a brand new human.
I don't know about that.
You gotta think it through.
Because at least there's like a little bit of interesting thought.
It starves the baby to death. We've done the research on this. It does, because it doesn't allow it to get the nutrients that it needs from the uterine wall.
But I don't think that every nutrient that you get would
It attaches to the uterine wall, and that's where it begins to get its nutrients. The child. And that's why we say, at conception, you have a brand new human being, and we believe in human rights, equality.
How you doing today?
We don't do things to humans in this stage of life.
Oh, why is that?
Things to humans in that stage of life. Equal protection, equality around. If you decide to do things at some other stage,
Here's my thought. Say at conception it's a life. Birth control is a form of abortion in a way. Abortions are murder at point of conception. So birth control is used for things aside from pregnancy prevention.
so the only time that birth control is a wicked tool of destruction is when you're sexually active and using it. If you're not sexually active and using birth control because the hormones need it, then you're not doing it. But as soon as you become sexually active and you're on that drug, it has the potential to murder your child.
Okay. And if it's so, because here's my thought. I have friends, right? Shoot, I know a lot of people on birth control. Surprise, brand new. Well, all over the world.
I put my stepdaughter on birth control.
People who get birth control to prevent against unwanted pregnancies, possibly from unconsensual ways, and then say that there was conception there, that's murder and that's their fault?
So those are things that we'll never know for certain. Because we're not going to be in the uterus, we're not going to know that birth control actually murdered that child, but what we do know is it was designed...
Because it could be God.
We do know that it was designed for that purpose. And God is in control of all things. God is in control of life and death. Absolutely.
So then But then in that theory, you can't determine whether birth control actively functions as a form of abortion or not if God plays a role in it all the time.
So,
who's to say if literally any child that has possibly ever been conceived in, say there's a woman who has birth control, who's to say that, say there was sperm meets egg, there's conception, who's to say that every time that hasn't worked out that it's not God?
you are still responsible. You're a responsible agent. You're responsible for your decisions. When a man goes out and decides to rape a woman, he's responsible for that, but it doesn't mean that God didn't know what was going on. God sees all, he knows all, he's not an impotent God that can't stop things from happening or can't charge things from happening. But everything that happens for a believer is for his glory. For unbelievers, for those that want to scoff or mock or be unbelievers, everything that happens is just a random chance or an accident. But we understand it differently. But you are a responsible agent. If you take a drug knowing that it can indeed murder your child and you are sexually active, that responsibility is yours. Can God save that child and have that child born? Absolutely. He's done it numerous times. But should that child die, that's not on God. That's on the woman or the man who did that evil deed. Now we won't know for sure how many children have been murdered.
How you doing?
By,
questions on the signs or anything?
No, I just want to know if you want to jump
by
on
the
juice
drugs.
card.
Oh, no, that's
We don't
okay.
know how
Thanks.
many children have been murdered by the drugs, but he knows. And we're not here trying to be police and going into everybody's homes and say that. What we want to say is this drug can cause this. Don't use it because God hates this. So stop murdering children. It's that simple. And if somebody goes, no, F you, I'm going to do what I want to do. They're not worshiping God, they're worshiping themselves. Because they want to make those decisions.
bad for that one purpose. Being birth control. Birth control is bad only if it is being used to present
Because of the way
that
it was
pregnancy.
designed, yes. Because of the way it was designed.
I mean,
All chemical birth control methods cause the death or can cause the death of a newly conceived child. Thanks for hanging out with us for 10 minutes.
she knows I was here for a lot longer than 10 minutes. She was listening to me preaching for at least 30.
All liars shall have their part in the lake of fire.
He's just guessing. Yeah, so that's the point, is all those chemicals. You can actually use some, if you really wanted some cool study on that, you can go back and you look at the Holocaust in Nazi Germany, and that chemical used in the camps to kill Jews is the same company that developed that chemical. That same company has developed birth control chemicals.
I would love. Hang on, I'm gonna get. Hey, play.
This guy's are you glad we're here today?
Christ know you.
Right on. Do you believe in him though? What? You make that good profession about Christ and then don't believe in him? Hey, young man, you know what's going to happen. Read your Bible, Daniel chapter 7. It says that you're going to stand before Christ. Court will be in session. The books will be open. Your name will be called. Hebrews 9:27. Then comes the judgment. You got to give an account for your sins. But Christ can save you.
Mike Munn's over here. Mike Munn.
That guy almost liked me.
No, he liked me first.
He's about to have the same haircut as you.